I'm Kim Sutherlin, and I happen to be one of the owners of Airmart. I also serve as our Vice President of Development, which means that I oversee all of our marketing efforts as well as strategic growth plans and opportunities. Grant and I took over the reins of Airmart in 2003. My in-laws, Bob and Carolyn Sutherlin, had started Airmart as a small airport operation back in 1971. So we are going on almost 55 years in business, and I take that responsibility really seriously. I know that it's my family's, Grant's family's legacy, and we're just so excited to have this opportunity to bring it into its next era. The thing I like the most about working at Airmart or being a part of Airmart is just the stories that all of our customers have to tell. General aviation is so varied in how people use their planes, what they use them for, whether it's a dream, whether it's a business tool, that there are just so many stories behind that. And so I love getting to be a part of that and hearing those stories and retelling those stories and making them sort of part of our identity as well. I also just love being around people who love being around aviation. They're just great people. They are some of the most down-to-earth, knowledgeable but humble people I have ever met, and every day is just amazing just being around them. So the advice I'd give to someone who's just buying their very first plane is to really understand what they're buying that plane for. To try to understand what their mission is what we call it. Because what you might be dreaming of to fly may not be what's reasonable for you at this stage in your journey. So really just get to know what it is that you want, where your abilities are, and then find somebody you trust to help walk you through the process. I have two favorite travel destinations, and both of them happen to be home for me. So I love flying into Chicago Executive, especially when I get to fly along the Chicago skyline up along the lake, because I can see and point out like the neighborhoods I've lived in, the places that I've been to, and just sort of reminisce about all the things that I love about Chicago and come on in and be home again. So I love that. But my second favorite place to fly into is right here in Lexington. It is probably one of the most beautiful approaches I've ever seen. You get to come in over the green hills, and then you start to see the horse farms popping up, and it's just the trees and the lushness just makes it, you know, unbelievable. And I'm always so proud when I get here that this is my home airport. This is where I live. If someone wants to get in touch with me, probably the best way is just to call right here at the Airmart offices, which is area code 859-233-9399.